So this topic is one that has been requested a few times. People talk about how to deal with cloud architectures and cloud applications that are more monolithic in nature. In other words, they're basically bound together. So your cloud architecture might be designed ultimately for agility and scalability, but you could be stuck with the fact that the pattern is going to be a hidden monolith. This video explores the potential pitfalls of that, allows you to identify it, figure out how it's hindering your progress and what you can do to make progress around it. So let's get into it. So let's define what a monolith application is. So it's like a single giant program where everything, front end, back end, database interactions, and all the other stuff that lives in an application lives together and is managed, deployed, and scaled as one whole piece. So cloud migrations and the adoption of microservices promise scalability, agility, and resilience. However, many organizations fall into the trap of lift and shift or superficial modular designs, resulting in cloud architectures that beneath the surface replicate the rigidities of single points of failure of a traditional monolith. In other words, if they're lifted and shifted in many instances, we're not doing anything to them. We're just taking this poorly designed application and putting it in the cloud and kind of hoping for the best. And that doesn't seem to be working out. So let's look at how cloud architectures can become monolithic in disguise, the consequences of doing so, and then hidden monoliths that are out there, and practical steps that you can take to ensure that your cloud environment truly delivers on its promise of flexibility and resilience. In other words, avoiding building application monoliths, or when you see a monolith out there, the ability to break it apart and put it into something that's going to be much more efficient, much more optimized, because it costs you less money to run. And also it's going to be a much better designed architecture that's going to have better resiliency, better agility, and it's going to keep running for you.